This is 999 WJL-Show. Tonight we're painting a lonely highway. This is, I'm using a Van Gogh pocket box. Sort of starting with some lighter colors and going darker. Trying to add the welcome. Oh, I guess I just started the live just a second ago. Like 51 seconds ago, Mama Sushi. Welcome. Yeah, I've been felt kind of under the weather last night. I don't know if I just had like my asthma blew out on me or I kind of felt like pins and needles in my lungs. Yeah. Pins and needles in my lungs is what I felt. I had a bit of a sore throat, but I don't have any of that now. In the morning, I was like so paranoid about getting COVID again. You know, I took a test and it was negative, but that's how it is. But this is my second live. I'm not going to be doing a Tools of Fortune live tonight. I have my volunteer job tomorrow, so we're gonna, when I get done with this, I got roughly about, try to get this done in like 30 minutes, and then I need to put my mother to bed, so that's what we got going on here. Oh, we got some like buttons to push. And so how are you, Mama? So you've been trying to sleep since 9. Yeah. I didn't sleep at all last night. I had I guess I had too much caffeine in the evening. The tea I had was so tasty. I just decided to finish the whole pot off. Welcome, Julianne. Welcome. You know what I was thinking what we could do, Julianne, when we do a show? Is that we can do like that, maybe the a drawing thing, you know, like the best blind drawing that you can do. You know, I could do that with Tapestry of the Unseen too. But I did a live this afternoon with my dog, with Pee Wee. But I'm kind of feeling so sad because she's getting so much older. And yeah, of course, I was like, while I was like not sleeping, I was watching this live stream last night. I was like cruising through the vertical lives, and there was like one of them that was like all trolls. She had like you know, had like, I don't know, 200-300 people tuning in to her live stream, and then everybody in the chat was a troll. And then her rules were, well, if you want to say something bad like that, you gotta tip me. You gotta give me a super chat. And so someone said something outrageous and tipped her $10. And that was kind of funny. I was like thinking, wow, yeah, she was, her show was kind of about van life. You're living out of your van. Anyways, that was what I saw. Yeah. Oh, I got 10 people looking in. All right, so let's go up a different color here. Doing doing kind of the side hill. Kind of just adding the color in. Maybe it's going to have a lot of light in it. I don't know. I kind of did some pencil work before I started, just to get just to block the outline in. I really only have about 30 minutes, so we're going to be doing this as fast as possible. Yeah, but anyways. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Lila. I'm having Tarot Oracle for the Soul on Tuesday. So we're going to be talking about Reiki, doing some more Reiki, kind of going more in depth with the Reiki. If I can get that other phone online, I'm hoping that maybe I could have somebody call in with a question. Probably what I should do is ask if Reiki implants? What was I don't remember the Reiki implants. What was that? Reiki implants. That sounds kind of odd. You know, there's 11 people lurking in for maybe they're just here for like 20 seconds or so, but you know, maybe they could like push the like button for me. Be so kind as to push the like button. Kind of building the colors up using a small amount of an angel came to help me. I see. I gotcha. Interesting. I kind of feel like Pee-wee is an angel. Kind of liking the texture of this. This has a really nice texture to it. Call it an implant, but yeah, okay. Okay. Well, maybe what we'll do is, let's see, let's go with this dark green over here. Run this to the side. Over here, I'm using a Van Gogh pocket box. That's the watercolor kit I'm using. Let's come over here. I gotta just see what color green I want to use. I'm gonna be adding just a different layer up. I might go in and use Hmm. Yeah. So you shampooed the living room carpet today. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you don't like dogs. Oh, well, you know, if they're, if they go pee outside, why not? But peeing in the carpet, that's kind of, you know, it's, I think it might just be better if you got the dogs and you have like hard floors. That's like the whole thing of like you have your own place you're not renting someplace and you got your own place, and then you just opt to not have carpet, you know, having like linoleum floors or anything like that, it's you're you can see where all the dirt is when you have a hard floor. But with the carpet, it's pretty disgusting because they it's almost impossible to get carpets clean. And with a chopstick, huh? I don't think you can use a chopstick, buddy. I think you're gonna have to like use your finger to do that. You don't have to subscribe, but you can just push the like button. That's the main thing right now. You can just use your finger, push the like button. Right now, I am using all watercolor. And since I only have like 20 minutes left, I may not get to the acrylics. I do have fluid acrylics that I was kind of planning on using, kind of in the final stages, but I may not. I may not use them at all. I just kind of put that in the title just in case I would happen to use them. Right now, no fluid or acrylic paints, just watercolor. You would use the fluid or acrylics later, not at this stage. I'm gonna add some of this other color in there so I can make it darken this up a bit. Maybe come in here. We gotta just kind of add the texture to it. Use chopsticks on here. Well, if you got like a wooden hand, I mean, what else would you maybe? Bring it out kind of darker over there. Yeah. All right. And Alexis Milner, she passed over 4,000 watch hours the other day. Yeah. Maybe if I was better looking, this would be easier. So how close, Julie, how close are you to Woody Guthrie? How far how many is Woody Guthrie like an uncle to you, or a a cousin, like a second or third cousin? What is the relationship distance? Kind of get this in here. Just kind of blocking the colors. I may not make it like what... I may actually leave the sky like that. Huh. I don't know. Because see, this is the reference photo. This is the reference photo here. And, you know, it was taken at dusk, and you have a log truck going one direction, and then you have a car in the distance coming at you. But this actually looks more like a dirt road. I see. I see. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. That's So it would be one of those things that if you went on finding your roots, they would be able to know exactly what that relationship was because they look at the records and so forth. So I got to think about this. Maybe some clouds. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need any clouds here. Okay. That's interesting. All right. Well, good night, Mama Sushi. We'll see you around. I'm going to do a Tools of Fortune one tomorrow night. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. Let's go bring this color down here on it again to get it in there. Darken it up. Yeah. Kind of like the border between just sort of a lonely highway where not much is going on. Driving into the distance. I am not related to Charles Lindbergh, but however, because the last name is spelled differently, and he might be a cousin. There are some have said that Charles Lindbergh, Lindbergh, was like a distant cousin to the, but it all depends on is if Charles Lindbergh is what if Charles Lindbergh is a Swede, then it is possible. But the Lindbergh name in Sweden was kind of like, I think there was like Smith or something like that. Maybe it wasn't that common, but I am, however, Julianne, I am related to George W. and George H.W. Bush, as well as Franklin Delano Roosevelt. But I'm not related to Teddy Roosevelt. I'm also related to Frank Sinatra. They're kind of cousins on the same. They're on the same set of Mayflower parents. I think I'm just going to leave this scene kind of like that because if we look at it, and this being a card, and I kind of rolled this over like this, it may not even need any clouds in the sky or anything like that. I think that this. So I think then what in doing that, I will come up and use some fluid or acrylics. Right here. I'm going to use this one here, the burnt sienna. I'm going to make the poles out of the burnt sienna. Ninth cousin 3 times removed. I see. Let me see where. Okay, we are coming up here. I'm gonna use this, and then it's kind of a pole, kind of like that. Hmm. 3 times removed. That almost sounds like a country song, you know. 3 times removed. Yeah, it's a card, all right. 10 reg. That's what it is. I'm painting a card, and I have my I have a volunteer job which I'm going to be working tomorrow. I took 2 of these cards there already this afternoon. In case I forgot, if this one's dry in time, then I will take it too. So I'm not really going to do a whole lot. I think I'll put some trees in, and then that's about it. Maybe we'll draw the lines in. How much for it? Oh, I charge what I can get for these things. In the little small town that I live in, you can't jack the price up too high. You mean this one? Yeah, this is like the original one. This one here. This one's mine. I'm not... I save some for me. I have a collection of cards going back to when I started painting cards. That ones that are mine. And that one is mine. I think I have some other ones in here that are mine. Maybe. I have other ones, paintings. I have a lot of paintings that are just flat out mine. And, yeah, I wish that's what they should be, but that's not what I get for them. No. But I have to price 10 reg. In this store, I price them at the same price that there are the other cards that are not, the other handcrafted cards, but they're not hand painted. I'm the only one who has hand painted cards. But generally, it has been that I have painted these things as fast as I possibly can. And that's kind of the rule of thumb that I went by. How fast could I do it? In my earlier ones, they were really fast. I could do like one in like 15 minutes or so. These are a little bit slower. So I'm going to make the lines. I'm going to use this blue paint for that. Should be black, but you know what? I didn't buy black in this. I have a lot of black in, it's like a color I don't really use that much. So I didn't feel like I could justify buying one of these little fluid or acrylic bottles of black when I have so much on hand. Like that. It's kind of going off into the distance, and I'm not going to put any clouds in the sky. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to make this like it's at dusk. But I will, however, put a couple trees in on the side so it doesn't look so plain over here. I have, I think 10 minutes left, and then I'm going to have to call it a night. I'm going to put one more pole in down here, just a lightweight one. But yeah. You know, and then most of the people will think, oh, how come you just don't sell prints? And, well, that's a good question. Why don't I sell prints? Because a lot of times I use fluorescent paints. I use fluorescent paints in my paintings, and fluorescent paints. Well, because I guess the reason why I don't do prints is because if you're gonna make prints, I feel like if you're gonna make prints, yeah, yeah, I don't know. I have not, in this little small town that I live in BC. So Tenreg, in this small area where I live in, there's no way I could get $20 for a hand painted card. That's absolutely no possible way that would happen. And so because of that, I kind of work to try to do this stuff as fast as I possibly can. And when I get into like painting and I'm not painting on camera, I am assembly lining this stuff. I'll be painting like backgrounds, I'll be blocking colors in, then I'll move on to the next one, block colors in, move on to the next one, and then pretty soon I'll have like 10 or 20 cards laying on the floor here. And then I just kind of move on. I just move on to practice, and then when I get tired, I stop. And hold on a second. So yeah, kind of, because I got, getting prepared for an art fair. I want to take like 100 of these cards with me, and so I got less than 2 months to do that, and it's gonna be a trick. Oh, I like forest scenes myself. Um, but this design is actually kind of nice. The seascapes, I like the seascapes, but the seascapes are the hardest to do. And my least favorite is the Christmas card. The Christmas card is my least favorite design, but those are the ones that sell. And those are the ones I gotta like work on doing the most of. I probably, want to I'm gonna try to take 100 cards, and where half of them are Christmas cards. So that's like 50 Christmas cards. And, so yeah. I mean, I don't really like Christmas anyway, but anyways, that's the way it is. I mean, I don't mind Christmas. I would like Christmas better if there were no expectations to have to buy gifts or anything like that. Christmas is for kids. It's not really for adults. It's more like a time you have dinner with your family and you sit around and and you talk about things that are not related to work. This is, I think, this lonely highway here is turning into a dirt road. Yeah, I haven't done the cabin hidden away. That's more of like a Bob Ross kind of a thing, and you know, get the perspective right. And now I will maybe add some birds flying in the air. I probably will do that. I might actually not even put a little bush or a tree over here. I might do that. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it needs a? Do you think I need to do like this over here and put a tree in the background and fill out the space, or not? Kind of feels like it needs it though. Well, you know what? I'm not going to be able to finish it tonight, and it's 11:11. Oh, look, it's 11:11. So I need to start thinking about laying down, and I got to get up early. And so, like I said, I had about 30 minutes to do this, and this is how much I got done in 30 minutes. I'll probably, maybe I finish it tomorrow. We'll finish it. I'm just not finishing it tonight. Okay. So here we go. It's 999 show. Like and sub if you like my content. I will enjoy. I am going to do live streams from that store though. So in the afternoon, I have some videos to edit. Like 2 videos to edit. And I want to do, I'm hoping that nobody comes into the store, because then it's like peace. Get some peace. And then I will probably do 1 or 2 live streams right from that store. And because there's all kinds of cool things in there. There's like a wig in there that I really want to buy. But it doesn't have a price tag on it because it's like attached to a mannequin's head. But you know, it would be nice. I would really like to get a toupee. I really would like a toupee. Anyways, here's the lonely highway. It is pretty much almost all done. Looks like you're just driving up a country road. And like I said, I only had about 30 minutes. I'm 30 minutes and 33 minutes in. And so, Julianne, thank you. Tenreg, thank you. Mama Sushi, thank you. And who else came in? And Tapestry of the Unseen, Lila, thank you. There was someone else who came in. Who is the guy who got the chopstick guy? Did he get removed? No. I didn't stop removing my trolls. Oh, there he is. Landon Archer, thank you very much. And I will see all y'all the next time. I will be back on tomorrow night. Something new. Tomorrow afternoon, I will do live streams from my volunteer job, if I can. It's not a guarantee, but if I can, I will do that. And I'll just kind of hang out, talk about the cool items in the store. There's like a manual typewriter in there that I like. I have a manual typewriter, a full-size one, but there's a portable. I like a portable. I always wanted a portable manual typewriter. Anyways, that's all I got. And I've carried on too long, and I'll see all you all soon. Bye-bye.